Alright, we're support Cleveland metal scene hanging out with Syringe. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yourself?
I'm in San Francisco. Oh shit, this is hot. Alright, can I have you guys say your name and what you do in the band?
I am Dave, Dr. Reichman.
The Reichman for the job.
Fuck off. And I play lead rhythm guitar and do some vocals. That's it.
I'm Patrick Nichols of Syringe. No fancy name for me, you know, it covers it all. I do vocals, a little bit of guitar here and there. I'm extremely bad at it, but we work around that. You know, me and him write songs. We're working him on writing songs, new stuff, whatever. We're always trying to put out new material.
I guess technically, when it comes to writing, I'm in charge of drums too.
So, I'm in charge of noise.
Yeah.
And
guys. I'm Nick, I'm the owner. Yeah. Are you Brianna?
Yes.
Yeah, very nice to meet you. It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you,
Sorry,
sorry.
I'll
get you a second.
We have editing software, but we don't know how to use it.
That's all. Yeah. You know, I don't know. If there's any videos linked to this, you might see a mic stand. I made that. That was pretty cool.
And I'm Bill fucking Murray, people. Or Alien Fingers, as they call me too. I'm the bassist of the band. Been with them for like 2 months. This is my 4th show? 3rd show?
I think it's your 5th show.
Oh, my 5th show.
No, there was Front Street. There was that fucking place in Kent. Then there was one show.
So this is my 4th.
And then your 4th.
So this is my 4th show with the band. I'm really enjoying it, getting into it. So I play bass, you know, then, you know, I'll help out with like the writing music now, getting into that, and do a lot of the equipment stuff when it comes to sound and everything, getting into me being in charge of a lot of that stuff. So really enjoying it. Glad I'm back and playing bands now.
Where did you guys all meet each other?
A truck station bathroom with a hole in the door.
Yeah, there was a meth explosion, and we kind of just grew out of that with toilet fungus and trucker semen.
Oh my God. No, but really,
huge.
he's been in the band the longest. I've been in for how long?
September.
Since September of last year, so. And then Bill, like he said, he's been in for 2 months. I met him playing in that band that just rolled up. They're Exostra. The first time I met him actually was when we played a show together, and then
The Vortex in Akron.
And Bill was at the same show.
Yeah,
and
and
we all kind of met each other at the same time. I mean, I have known Bill for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of the fucking.
Steve and I played in bands for the last 5 years actually. That's how we met, was playing in bands. On MySpace, I was playing in bands like, hey, we need a...
MySpace.
They're like, hey, we need a guitarist, and he...
No, I think it was, hey, we're looking for a prostitute to come hang out with the band, and we need a guitarist. I'm like, I can do both.
Yeah, no, it was
I'm
perfect.
good with my fingers.
You
I can do both.
He started playing in Syringe because we were in another project together, and the other primary member left, and I was like, we got a show booked, what am I going to do? I'm all like on the phone crying, I'm like, I want to play this goth show.
Calm down, I will play guitar for you. I started out as just a temporary guitarist for him, and then we wrote the song Saul Goodman, which is the first song we wrote together as a band before Billy even joined. And so then when we started writing music, it was just kind of like, oh, I think I'm in the band now. We had to get permission from the ex-guitarist.
Yeah.
To play.
Because he's still technically a part of the band. He'll never be out. It's a complex romance relationship that some have speculated to be homosexual. Whatever. They
That happens in Syringe.
Yeah, a lot.
Alright. How do you guys personally like to enjoy your music? Digitally or vinyl? Or old school?
Well, I personally, as long as the music's playing, that's how I feel, you know? I got my fair share of digital tracks. I don't have any vinyl. Well, I do. We don't have anything to play them on, but I do have some vinyls. CDs, I mean, everyone still uses CDs.
Whenever I have a turntable, I end up doing fucked up things to it, you know, and breaking it. So I just enjoy it digitally or just, on CD. I do like purchasing CDs. If, I actually want to own the music, I don't torrent. I buy the CD or I'll listen to it on Spotify.
I don't torrent at all.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, I like either way, growing up in the digital way, the digital was awesome. It's like right there in my hands, whenever I want it. But at the same time, I love vinyl because, me going back to being big in music and stuff, and, vinyl was like it was cool having a vinyl, and I started collecting vinyls and stuff. I have a stack full of them, and so I can go either or, but I really love collecting vinyls. Like I like getting old records, back from like the 70s and 80s. Like I got the Black Sabbath album. I got Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin, Alice Cooper, a really old album that I think we call it Easy Action. I don't think everybody really ever actually knows.
Bill likes to talk a lot.
That too, but so yeah, I love vinyl.
Okay. Alright. What is your biggest pet peeve about the music scene?
Selling fucking tickets. Let me tell you what. If you started the fucking show, if you created the show, promote the show. They leave it up to the fucking bands. Oh my god. And okay, not anymore. I did have a job up until today. But we're busy. We have fucking lives outside of Syringe, kinda. Sometimes and especially in the area that we live in, we live in New Philadelphia, Ohio. And except for Bill lives in Dover, which is right next door.
Pretty much.
We're expected to sell tickets for a show that's in Cleveland. You don't know anyone in Cleveland. Maybe Patrick does, but I don't. That's the music scene today. I wish it was different. I don't know. Maybe I can change it some.
My pet peeve is, and I've been guilty of this as well. Musicians who are come to my show, come to my show. Don't show up to anybody else's show. What goes around comes around. Go have a good time. Go enjoy a show that's not about you.
Yes.
And just fucking rock out. And take enjoyment in somebody else's endeavors.
My pet peeve would have to be all these bands who are serious about playing and stuff, but yet they're not organized. And about a lot of you go to a show with all these bands and they either keep on dropping out on you, or they just don't have their shit together and have no idea what they're doing.
I shall not name names.
And then, I do some recording on the side, so I record bands too. I deal with that side. So it's one of the bands, hey, I want to record, but they're not ready. That's just my main thing. If you're wanting to do this seriously, get ready for it. Be ready to do what you want in a band. Don't just oh, hey, we can play instruments, let's play a band, and expect everybody to love us. And they're not organized or anything. It gets to be a pain to work with.
When you're in a band, you have to wear many hats, and this is figuratively, sometimes literally, but you have to, you're not just a singer in a band. You're a promoter. You're an organizer. You're your own light guy half the time. You're your own makeup person half the time. You're not a rock star yet in the local scene. If you have people that are willing to help you out, utilize them, because they're obviously wanting to help you out for a reason.
And we have one person that helps us out. He's up there right now. He helps us out with merch, equipment, whatever he needs,
Yeah. Okay, my rant's over.
You don't mind. We love hearing you guys talk.
Well, that's new.
I love hearing you talk too.
Want to talk to us.
Okay, stop flirting.
You're making me blush.
You can't see that I'm blushing, but I'm blushing.
If you guys want to mention how many stripper poles would be in it.
69.
All in one room or spaced out?
You gotta have it spaced out. You don't want to walk into a room where there's a chick there, then walk into the next room.
I want a hallway of stripper poles. I want a fucking this wide ass hallway, maybe about as wide as this parking lot right here, just lined with stripper poles.
I don't know how many stripper poles.
There won't be strippers on them, just the stripper poles.
I don't know how many stripper poles I would have, but I would use every single one. And I'd be able to twerk like a motherfucker.
I'd be sitting there watching him.
Get your dollar bills ready, Bill.
Yep, I will.
Pop that ass. Cool. What are you guys currently working on?
We are working on a new album that way off in the future,
way off. We just
September
released
2015 is the working date. We're 6 songs in, and they're not even all completed. We got some rough ideas. We have one that we put out a video earlier. You know, it's an instrumental, but it has some samples in it that we're not going to be putting on the actual album. You know, it's different when you release it for free on SoundCloud or whatever. But I'm not going to get into any legal issues with Paramount or whatever the fuck ever. You know. So
let me just say, I do a little promoting here for us. We are also currently working on just kind of getting ourselves out there a little bit more. We just released an album called Hope for the Worst. How many tracks are on it?
11. But if you buy the CD, it only looks like there's 10. Flip that around. I want this disclaimer. There's a secret track in the middle, aka Patrick doesn't know how to fucking put things in the right order, and it's like, oh, I forgot a song, but it's still worth the $10.
But yeah, we're alongside working on the new material that's going to be out next year. We are just kind of playing as many shows as we can, working on getting ourselves out there into the world even more. So
yeah, with me being a new member, I'm definitely getting into involved in the band more. You know, when I first started, I felt like the new guy. I didn't really have any say into anything. But now it's to the point, they accepted me, and I'm starting to get more involved with the band, helping them out, for us to improve on our next projects.
How do you guys feel about instrument prices? Like, do you guys prefer Guitar Center or mom and pop shops?
Musician's friend.
It varies for me. It just depends on the mom and pop shop. Now you could, some places you could pick up a used guitar, for a fair price. But some places, they'll gouge you because they think you don't have any other choices.
See, around here we have not here, around New Philly in the Dover area, in like one place there's maybe 2 or 3 music shops, which is why I go on Musician's Friend, because although normally I'm the kind of guy that likes to see what I'm buying in person, when it comes to my music and my equipment, there are more choices out there for me if I go online. Now, a lot of times, we've done this before a few times, but we'll make the drive up to Guitar Center, even though normally we don't buy anything because we don't have any money.
Well, it's fun. Guitar Center is just fun to go, and it's like heaven for us.
It's a fucking candy store for musicians, literally. Seriously, not literally.
Yeah, when it comes to me, I like,
I think they might have some candy, like at the
Oh,
counter.
yeah, they do.
So, it works.
Licorice guitar picks.
Edible.
I eat strings.
Yeah, when it comes to me about, the mom and pop shops and Guitar Center and all that, I like Guitar Center, they have good varieties, but I like supporting, my local shops too sometimes, I mean, sometimes they might be a little bit expensive, but once you get, known in there, I've gone to one in Sugar Creek called Hummingbird. I spent so much money there. They do deals with me now. It's like, hey, we'll sell you all this just for this price. So it both has their ups and downs.
What are your thoughts on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Never been there.
Technically, when I was 13 years old, I walked in the front doors with my family. And my dad's like, okay, you saw it, let's go. And then we walked out. So I don't have any thoughts. Bill's the only one here who's out there.
Yeah, I probably have more thoughts than them about it. I've been there twice, not actually through the entire thing, but they have that free section. I've been in there. I never could afford to actually go through it. I'd like to one day. It's a really great idea, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but bands that deserve to go in there, don't go in there, and bands like, why is this band going in there, It's one of those things. It's a tough thing, I like it and enjoy it, but yeah, there's bands I think that should go in there that aren't in there yet.
What's the deal with the induction ceremony being in New York when the
I
building's
thought the
here?
same thing.
Because New York is New York, man. It's New York.
They do that a lot. They do it in New York instead of Cleveland. They did it a couple times in Cleveland, but...
Why? Oh, never mind.
Which influences go into the production of writing your lyrics?
I'd say all 3 of us have different influences. I'm a big fan of Rammstein. So one of the songs I took the lead on off of the Hope for the Worst album is called I Can't Wait Till You're Dead. If you've ever listened to Rammstein, you'll definitely hear some similarities. We are playing it tonight, so.
That's musical. She was
musical.
Lyrics.
Lyrically, that's him.
Yeah, that's my job.
You don't want to hear my lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm just a bass player, so I don't do anything.
Just any thoughts I have on the day, if something That's how I work through, like, an issue, like someone severely pissed me off. I'll do that. If there's just a concept I want to explore, I'll do that because I don't want to write every song about me being pissed off because there's more than one side to a person. There should be more than one side to an art. Just an onslaught of my anger, which I have a lot of it. 90% still, kind of pissed off, but sometimes explore some fun ideas. Like, I'm workshopping a song called Autoerotic Terrorism. It's kind of influenced about that story of that guy who was masturbating while fighting off 12 police officers. Like, what can you do else, that's destructive while you're jerking off? You walk into a courthouse with, a bond stretch to your chest, like, yeah, I got a dead man's trigger and I'm going, you're gonna watch! You're gonna watch! So that's an idea I have. Some jerk-off humor in there, some playful ideas about crime, crime is, it's just, crime is an interesting thing for me because it's behavior that will get you ejected from society. Like, you want to tick it out, so there you go.
Do you guys think big mainstream stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Hot Topic should have a section of local music?
That'd be really cool. Yeah, that's something I'd like to see. That's one thing that's hard for local bands. There's not really much places out here that'll sell our music unless we put our own, online our own stuff.
We'll bring them to every show.
But it'd be cool, I go out to Walmart, I see Syringe on there, or some local band, Basset Friendly and whatnot. That'd be cool seeing those local bands in there. It's hard for local musicians to get their music out there anymore.
Even if you get discount binned, at least you're out there.
Yeah.
Being at bigger stores, it's just, the idea of sometimes that they're going to want to regulate you in one way or another. And, you have songs that are anti-consumerism. Well, we're all about consumerism, so we don't want you in there.
Censoring,
if it was just a free-for-all, like, hey, we'll, put this in here, and you organize with our local management about, our cut, your cut, whatever, then that'd be cool.
Yeah. It's like, if I want a good album, I go to a used record store. Whereas going to a mainstream store, things are censored, just all fucked up.
Yeah, essentially.
And it takes me like a few months to find like an old album, like something from early Manson, like Smells Like Children. That's an old album. That's hard to find. Like good music is hard to find, but then again, all the new stuff that's coming out, like Korn's new album, that's pretty good, but it was censored. Well, there you go. See you next question. Strangest places you guys have woken up?
A race car bed.
Was it your race car bed?
It was not my race car bed.
I don't know. I went to a party once. Got pretty drunk. My buddy, when I had no idea what was going on. Like, okay, I was at one part of, our area. Woke up in the other part, had no idea how I got there. It's not really a strange place, but it was kind of like, I woke up, I recognized the place, I was like, how the fuck did I get here, Like, and then my buddy Colin walks in with, like, blueberry toast crunch. He's just like, oh, hey, man, yeah, I drove last night. I'm like, oh, thank God, So it's not really a strange place, it's just, like, a strange situation. I was really confused. And again, every time I get drunk, I wake up not knowing where I am at first. Even my own house.
The truth, I don't really actually have a strange place myself. I always end up at one of my buddy's house somehow. How I got there, sometimes I don't know. I heard strange stories on the way to their house, but like one time, I was like excessively drunk, and I was like, my buddy had to pull over the road like 10 different times, like hanging out of the car, almost on the ground, puking.
I always like to wake up, like go do a night of drinking, and then like wake up in like a Walmart. Just like wake up in the
One of
toy
their
aisle,
beds.
like, what the fuck? That's That's one of my drunken dreams, I guess.
On the mention of, waking up and not wearing, intoxication, I have to give a shout out to this guy over here. Come over here for a second. We had a Syringe milestone about a month ago, where I exchanged one of our new albums for narcotics, and they're like, "Don't get caught with these." I'm like, "I'm doing them all right now," and then I very stupidly still decided to drive. I don't even condone that behavior, but I still do it. And we got halfway back home. These guys passed me. Yeah, these guys passed me. And I was driving on the highway like 45, and they could see my head nodding back and forth. And we got where we were going, and I was like, "Oh, this was a bad idea. We need to switch up the situation." We were at an IHOP. I was falling asleep with a cup of coffee in my hand. And luckily, this guy was like, "Yeah, I'll take your wheel." Maybe the first and second night I met you, and you were like, "Yeah, I'll drive you home in your car." I'm like, "Good."
He's just sitting there going.
So this man saved my life.
Yeah, this is our groupie, roadie, that merch guy, whatever we need him for, we make him do it.
Where
Right
can
now,
the
get out.
fans find your music?
Okay, we don't need you anymore.
Okay, our fans can find our music on Spotify, most of all. Some of our older stuff on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Syringe Music. We have 2 Spotify accounts, actually. The 2 older CDs and the new one, Hope for the Worst. So it's Hope for the Worst, Goggles Optional, and Extinguished Intentions.
We're still trying to. I think we're still trying to fix that.
Yeah, we're still trying to fix that. Whatever. And then, come to our shows. We got CDs for sale. Message us on Facebook. We'll mail shit out to you. We want to accommodate anybody we can, within our means. Listen to us, please. Somebody's got to.
And if you have no car, no phone, and no way to the internet, I'm sorry, but you probably won't ever get a Syringe CD.
You're probably also not seeing
we
this
have
video.
this whole untapped market of Amish people who just can't get to us, and we don't know how. But
We could be, like,
I don't like the
huge
smell of
to be
horse
honest.
shit, so I'm not going to them.
I work with them, but they probably get scared of me after I show them my stuff.
That's why you keep your pants on. Just offer them the music.
Oh, okay.
No, we got to sell ourselves with our music. Like,
He's like, hey,
$10 a photo.
maybe you'll get an album.
What is Syringe's overall band message?
well,
YOLO.
no, fuck that. No.
Do we even have one? Be yourselves, maybe.
I'm fucked is a kind of, just
I'm
indulge.
fucked, the world's fucked.
Indulge in your inner awfulness, but don't fuck with other people. Like, enjoy the darkness, because there's 2 sides to everybody. Enjoy the happy side of your life. Enjoy the kindness that you can give to others, but also enjoy those fucked up thoughts you have of maybe burning down your ex-girlfriend's house or masturbating in traffic.
Now, wait, are you in a vehicle, or are you like just sitting in a fucking intersection?
You're
We're running
directing
away.
traffic.
We're running and masturbating.
I have him steal
That
a
light's
fire
open.
truck, and we extend the ladder up high, and I'm on the pedestal, just beating my meat. That's and we take out the power lines, so the town doesn't have any power because I wanted to blow a load. It's a criminal offense every time I jack off. I fucking swear.
Why can't you just land an airplane with glow sticks attached to your nipple tassels? Why not?
I got the nipples for him. We should try that someday. That'll be a music video. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That's an open invitation to anybody else to show me theirs. Ow! Ow!
I got it. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a shirt underneath.
And the bassist no one
Yeah.
wants to see him.
Do you guys have any questions for support to the metal scene?
How many shows do you go to?
Physically attend? Lots.
Lots. Cool.
Whether they're local or national, we don't care.
Lots is a very good number.
spots.
Could it fit this parking lot?
Relative, just like our morality.
Cool.
No, I can't think of anything.
I mean,
have a Facebook.
well, have you guys experienced us? Have you heard us in passing, or is this your first experience?
First
with Syringe?
experience with Syringe.
Well, you're
That's exhaustion.
yeah. Our friends slash rivals slash mortal enemies.
Yeah, let me explain the
lover,
Syringe
you know.
thing. Let me explain the exhaustion thing real quick. So, for a little while, things were a little iffy. I'm not gonna explain what happened, but I was the character Dr. Eichmann in Exhaustion. It was the first time I released myself as Dr. Eichmann in a band. Some things happened. I am no longer in that band. Recently, as in a couple days ago, that motherfucker over there in the car texts me or messages me on Facebook and he's like, "You want to don the uniform again?" Because I had like a jumpsuit and a gas mask I'd wear. And I'm just like, all right, but we're going to have some fun with this shit. And so now there is an interplanetary or an interstellar fucking war between Syringe and Exostra. And tonight I will be battling Septimus Grime over there on stage with fucking knives and swords and shit. And I think
Hell yeah.
It'll be the ultimate battle of life.
See, the thing is, we're only mortal. It's you guys that are gonna fucking die because of it. You're just gonna get caught in the crossfire, with just fucking bullets and semen and fire. That's just, it's all going down.
Hey, that shit is hard to get out of your hair.
How much of this is gonna burn?
It's not gonna be in your hair. It's gonna be in your fucking fillings.
and your ass.
Will be your feelings.
Those are called leftovers. Alright, we're support Cleveland metal scene hanging out with Syringe. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, it's fucking